Okay, this is lesson 35, and we're basically doing word problems, okay? And the word problems are about comparing, and then we're going to be learning about elapsed time, okay? Now, the first one is on comparing, and so an example of that would be there were 11 football players on the team, and the biggest player weighed 245 pounds. Now, I know that's a lot to think of because y'all don't weigh that much, okay? But the biggest football player weighed 245 pounds, okay? The smallest player weighed 160 pounds. And the question is this. The biggest player weighed how much more than the smallest player? Okay? Now, some key words, time out. Some key words that I want you to hear is how much more. When you hear that sentence, okay, what?
You don't want to let it confuse you.
You don't want to let it confuse you, okay? Because a lot of times we think of more than we're going to add. But this is actually means that you're going to be doing a subtraction problem.
I know the answer is.
So, how much did the biggest guy weigh?
200 and...
I know the answer is.
45.
45.
245. And the smallest player weighed?
It's 85.
Wait just a minute. 160. Okay. And so we're trying to find the difference. Just a minute. We're trying to find the difference between the smallest player to the biggest player. Okay? And so we're going to subtract. So what do we end up getting, Levi?
85.
85. All right. Is he right? Let's check him out.
Maybe not.
Yes, he is right.
Okay.
These are keys.
They are wherever
They were on the chair where you were sitting.
For my life.
You're welcome.
Okay, so yes, it is 85. Okay? And so what I want you to understand is that when we're doing problems about comparing, you're going to be doing the larger number minus the smaller number. Write that down. Larger minus the smaller equals the difference. Okay? That's the equation you're going to be using. Larger minus smaller equals difference. Okay? Who remembers what difference is?
This, like, the answer to a subtraction.
You're exactly right. The answer to a subtraction problem, which is what you see. Okay, now, why don't we try this one, okay? This is a little bit different, okay? And anytime I'm doing a word problem, I draw pictures, I write all the information down, that way I don't get confused, okay? So if you need to draw pictures, if you need to write information down to help you, do it as well. All right, so listen to this. Abe, okay, so we have a guy named Abe. Abe is 6 years younger than his brother Gabe. Okay, so we have an Abe and a Gabe. All right, and Abe is 6 years younger, so I'm going to put minus 6. Okay, do y'all get that? All right, Abe is 6 years younger than Gabe. All right, now this is just to help me understand that. And then it says, Abe is 11 years old. Okay, another information that we need to know is that he is 11 years old. Okay, Abe is 11 years old and he is 6 years younger. And if it helps you not to put minus 6, you can just put 6 years younger.
I know how old he is.
Okay, so how am I going to figure out how old Gabe is?
Minus.
Yes.
You just add 6 to 11.
Yes, why?
Because you'll figure out because Abe is 6 years younger, so if you just add the 6, you'll get how old he is.
Younger.
Okay,
Gabe.
yes, Abe is 6 years
So that
younger
means he'll be
than Gabe, and we don't know how old Gabe is, okay?
17.
So we're going to do 11 plus 6, and we end up getting 17. Now, let's check and see if we're right, because that's very important that we do that, okay? If Gabe is 17, and Abe is 6 years younger than 17, does that equal 11 years old? Yes, it does. That means we got it right, okay? So always check your answers. Once you get that he's 17, then say, okay, Abe is 6 years younger than that, and that does equal 11 years old. So I've got it right. Everybody understand? Yes.
So you, like, how to check it, you do 6 minus 17?
How I checked it is I said, yes. I said Gabe is 17 years old, and Abe is 6 years younger than this. And we know that he is 11 years old, so we did figure it out right. Good job. Okay, let's do another one. All right, and this one's on elapsed time. Okay, and elapsed time, we kind of briefly talked about this the other day because I was talking about how old I am. Okay, and so elapsed time is this: the later years minus the earlier year. Okay, equals the difference. It kind of goes hand in hand with what we just did. Larger and smaller equals difference. This one's later and earlier if you're talking about time. So an example would be, I was born in 1978. Whoa, ancient.
I know someone who was born in 1972.
I was born in 1978, okay? And this year is what?
Like 2013.
2013. Okay, now, which one is the later year?
1978.
2013.
2013 is the
Oh,
later year.
later.
The earlier year is 1978. Okay, and so if I want to find out how old I am, 2013 minus the earlier year, 1978. Who wants to find out how old I am?
Me.
Do it quickly.
Oh, on here?
Yeah, somebody can come up here and then everybody else.
Oh, come on.
You do it on your paper. How old is Miss Pottorf?
We already know.
We already know, yeah,
You're
7.
35.
No, she's 37.
What are you humming?
Y'all don't even know it. It's Jeopardy. What? Try that again.
You're 35. You're 35 years old. She's 35.
This would turn into a 9, so 9 minus 9 would have been 0.
You're 35 years old.
I am 35 years old.
What?
My mom's 42.
This says you're 1,900.
What?
That's a problem. You must
Your
have
mom
added.
looks like she's 24.
I subtracted.
You did.
Yeah.
She's 42.
Okay, look up.
I know she looks like she is.
I know, my mom.
Oh wait. Oh.
How old is my dad now?
Shh.
Let's see.
Guys, Levi. You got how to do it? Do you remember how to do it, Garrett?
Can I
Yeah,
really
now I
drink of
remember.
water?
Okay.
No,
Just a
you
minute.
can't.
How many years?
15.
You got 18.
15.
I'm not 15.
No, yes you are.
Okay.
You look it. You get it.
7.
You know what that means?
7 from 11
What does it mean?
is what?
Means she looks like she's
See this?
15.
Oh wait.
She looks like she's probably like
8
20.
to 3, and we can't take 8 apples from 3 apples, so we have to borrow one, right?
Yeah.
And so we bring one over, and that makes this have 10 extra to it, right?
Mhm.
But we take away one from this one, so how many does it have?
My mom had me when she was like 24.
What?
What's
My
that?
mom had
Right
me
now
when
it
she was
has
like 24, so.
I can't see your writing.
Why is my mom 2 years older, but you have older kids than
Okay.
I do?
So I look and I go, I can't get 8 apples from 3,
My mom
so I need to go next door
is
and borrow
way
one.
older than both of your
Okay.
moms. She's
And
an
then that brings that
18-year-old.
13. 8 from 13
Mine's
is 5.
37.
Now can I take
Not
7
that older.
apples from 0 apples?
Yeah.
No, I have to go next
Well-
door. Uh-oh.
I'm
I
like
can't
9 years
go next
older.
door, so I have to go to the next
I'm
door.
like 9 years older.
And then that brings
You're
10
9
over
years
here.
old.
Now I can take
If
one
they're
from
the
here
same age,
and
you
bring
wait.
10 over here.
Minus
So then 7 from 10 is
42.
9, 9 is 0, 1, 1 is 0.
My mom's
I got it right.
Got, good job, guys. All right, find this one out for me. How many years were there from 1492 and to 1620?
Wait, is it 14?
How many years went by from 1492 to 1620? Okay, you're following this pattern. Later minus earlier equals difference.
1492. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Or was it 1482?
Thank you, Lisa.
One 28.
128. Who else gets 128?
I
haven't even done it
Okay.
yet.
132. Check them. Both of y'all check them to see if you're right.
Well, I actually have a pen.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Never do math in a pen. It doesn't work out good.
I don't have a pencil. Well, now I do.
Yes, you got it.
This pencil's like ripping my paper.
Yay.
Yes, you got it.
This is what I did, Miss Potter.
Levi, you've got it.
But I
Excellent.
didn't understand.
I was right.
You were right.
I got
Good job.
128.
128.
I
You
was
should
right.
have gotten 128.
Yeah.
What did I do? What did y'all do to perform this problem? Tell me what I do.
I
What do I subtract?
16, 20 minus 14, 92.
You're exactly right. Is that what you did right there? That's exactly right. Good job. Okay, that's lesson 35.